It has been a rough few weeks for the new streaming service Tidal, a widely criticized relaunch in late March, layoffs, and the CEO left. Founder Jay-Z says Tidal has been the target of a smear campaign. Here with us to discuss is Tidal Chief Investment Officer Vania Schlogel. Vania, welcome.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
It's been an interesting ride here.
Yes, it has.
These last few weeks.
Yeah.
How's the service doing?
We're doing fine. We're doing well. We're very happy. You know, we're offering differentiated and unique experiences to our subscribers as we promised we would. Already we've had a few Tidal X events, a free J. Cole concert for some of the fans. Jack White performed an acoustic session. Jay-Z will be offering something to his fans next week. Our subscriber numbers are great. We're in the top 20 for Apple's top grossing apps. We're happy. We're doing great.
How many subscribers right now?
We have about 800,000.
Okay.
Little shy of that.
And within 6 months, you want to have how many?
I think what's most important versus the number of subscribers is the fact that we really make sure that the subscribers that we have are happy. If we continue growing at the rates that we are now, we're more than happy.
What happened at this relaunch?
Yeah.
What was the discussion process?
Yeah.
You were criticized for putting some very wealthy artists up there, saying they basically needed more money, and people were like, no, they don't, right?
Yeah, I think what happened, getting to the heart of the question, was that we came out with the idea that we would tell the mission statement of what Tidal is about. And then in quick succession, we would execute on what we said the mission statement was. So we came out, said the mission statement of Tidal, and within the first 3 weeks launched Tidal X, Tidal Rising, just recently Tidal Discovery to invest in emerging artists. And if I could change anything, it would have been, okay, we're going to tell the story for ourselves. We just felt like we're going to put our heads down and let our actions speak for themselves.
So you have this image problem though right now, right? Do you think it can be fixed, and if so, how long do you think it takes to get fixed?
Yeah, I think right now we have a bit of a spread between perception and reality, but that's, you know what, through time, it's okay. Through time, what's going to happen is, again, we either keep our heads down and do what we intended to do, which is really to empower artists, and through that, bring a better experience to our subscribers. And through time, I think that'll prove out.
In your estimation right now, what is the perception and what is the reality?
I mean, the perception sort of speaks to itself in some of the headlines. And the reality of it is that the artists who are involved in this, they care very deeply about music industry sustainability. They care very deeply about giving to their fans, and very deeply about emerging artists. I mean, Tidal Discovery was launched so that artists can upload through our partners, Phonophile and Record Union. They can upload their own content. Tidal Rising can put a curatorial spotlight on them. Tidal X, we put real marketing dollars and production dollars invested behind the careers of these artists. Lily Kay is the first artist we're doing this with, so if you go to Tidal.com, you can see the little documentary that we've put together on her. She's a fantastic, angelic voice out of Chicago. And so, you know, we've been out about a month now, and we've already started executing on all the things that we said we fundamentally believed in.
When your boss, Jay-Z, says that there's this shady smear campaign, what does that mean?
Well, without going into specifics, I think any time an industry is set up so that music is a loss leader, and on the back of that loss leader, it's used to sell a product that has wildly high profit margins, there's a strong incentive to keep it that way. Musicians, songwriters, producers, they work incredibly hard. And so from down the value chain, their art should just be respected. It should be valued. And we've seen a decoupling, frankly, in the past 10 years where demand for music has risen exponentially, but the value of it has fallen off a cliff. And so fundamentally, when there's a decoupling like that, there's something wrong with the industry, and we're saying we want to make it healthy. One
of the other streaming stories this week is the notion or the reports that Apple is pressuring the labels to kill Spotify's free service. Should Spotify's free service go away?
I think artists should have the choice to mandate whether or not their music is for free or distributed on a paid model. I think fundamentally empowering the artists that way. I mean, look, these artists put their lives and their effort into it. It's something that they want to give to their fans, and maybe they want it to be a paid model, maybe they want it to be free, but artists should have that choice. So you have the $10 and the $20 model. Yeah. The $20 model, the high definition model, as you know, has come under some criticism for being
too expensive. People say, listen, if I'm not going to do the freemium one and pay nothing, I might pay 10, but I'm not going to pay 20. How many people do you think you can sign up to that $20 model?
There are already quite a few people coming on to that. And remember, it's an option. We're trying to give people options. And so there are already quite a few audiophiles, as they're termed in the industry, coming on to that tier. And especially because we are seeing a trend of folks investing quite a bit in hardware, whether that's headphones or speakers. And so investing in that hardware and then putting a compressed file into it. And anytime you compress down a file, you lose notes, you lose certain instruments. So it makes the most sense if you really care about hearing everything that song has to offer for the hi-fi tier.
So if the big battle shaping up appears to be Spotify versus Apple/Beats,
Yeah.
Is it your goal then to take them on or sort of carve your own route?
No, I think we want to make our own lane. Choice is fundamentally good for consumers. Secondly, for $10 a month, what we're offering is not just music streaming. We're offering music streaming. We're offering a heavy offline components through Tidal X. So whether that's free concerts, meet and greets, sporting events, what have you. As well as a diversity of content. You know, we've already got Erykah Badu's Western film on there. We'll be live streaming Andre Ward's boxing match next month, and he hasn't fought in 2 years. So we're already starting to roll, and we'll have more films on there, by the way. So we're already starting to roll out on this strategy of diversity of content so that Tidal feels more like a cultural and entertainment hub.
So are you competing against music streaming services or video streaming services?
I don't know, maybe a little bit, you know, I think technically maybe a little bit of everything, but rather than looking at it through that lens, we care very deeply about every time our subscribers come on that they're happy, that we keep them happy.
Are you going to do news? Do you want to compete against CBSN?
No, maybe.
So a big part of this is selling the exclusive content, whether it's the fight, someone who hasn't fought in a while, whether it's a movie, whether it's this Jay-Z concert in New York next week. What is happening there?
Well, Jay, so he's incredibly passionate about this project because,
I can tell.
Yeah, you know, he works very hard at it. And one of the things he wants to give to his fans is a B-sides concert. So not necessarily his top hits, but music that he's created that he absolutely loves, and sharing that really genuine experience with some of his fans.
How is it going to work then? That's going to stream on your service?
Yeah, so what we're asking for is that folks create playlists now. There's a little bit of a playlist competition underway. So we will select quite a few folks from those who created playlists to actually attend in person. And those who can't be there will get to experience it through the app. There's live streaming on the app.
Let me ask you this. Can a freemium service on streaming music survive? Should it survive?
I can't answer that, but going back to what I said, artists should have a choice as to how they distribute their music. That's important.
Thank you very much for coming in.
Thank you.